Hi, my name is Keith Dominique, and I'd like to talk a little bit about my song Original Source. Typically, when I write a song, I tend to go for a big anthemic sing along chorus. So, the impetus behind this particular song was that I wanted to sort of go in the opposite direction. I wanted to do something that it was just a vibe, just something that was very mellow, very chill. So that meant kind of deconstructing what I normally do and kind of rearranging the parts into something that's new and different, or something for me that I hadn't really done before. Even the vocal on this song was a bit more subdued than I would usually do. I tend to be a belter when I sing. I'm always about projecting my voice and singing to the balcony. It isn't something that I do consciously, it's just sort of my default. I do tend to appreciate or am drawn towards very confident singers. Not necessarily technically advanced singers, but just singers that project a lot of confidence. Mick Jagger is a good example. I don't sound anything like Mick Jagger, but he isn't technically great as a singer, but he really projects confidence when he sings. But for this particular song, I wanted to go in the complete opposite direction. In keeping with the chill vibes, I wanted to try and sing a lot more intimately. So that meant really paying attention to each phrase and each word and what I wanted to emphasize. I couldn't just be on autopilot. I had to determine which notes I wanted to kind of hold back and be a little bit more restrained, and which parts I could kind of let my voice swell a little bit more. And so that took some conscious effort to try and figure out in what way I wanted to approach the vocal. For example, what I would normally do to approach a song like this is when the chorus hits to kind of really belt it out and sing, "You're the original source," that kind of a thing where you're just singing to the rooftop, singing to the last row of the balcony. But in this case, I decided to sing, "You're the original source of my inspiration," sing nice and softly and quietly. But yeah, that took some concentration. As for the lyrics, sometimes what I'll do is I'll look through old files or old notebook pages and see if I can find any scraps to turn into a song. And I just happened to come across a completely finished set of lyric that I had forgotten that I'd written. And I couldn't have been too impressed with it if I had forgotten it. But once I looked at it, I said, yeah, that'll work. I didn't even really think that hard about it. I just said, all right, we can use this. I set it on the piano and I just started plunking it out and trying out different melodic ideas until it started to come together. Because I had written the lyrics a while back, it was a little bit of a challenge to try and reconnect with what it was that I was writing about, what I was trying to convey, because I was no longer in the moment. It took some time singing it over and over again, just getting used to the mood and the emotion of the song before I finally was able to kind of piece together what I was trying to say. And I think the message of the song is pretty straightforward. I'd say it's about just missing someone in your life that was once important to you that you may have taken for granted at the time. And it's only in hindsight that you're realizing what kind of joy and positivity that they once brought to your life, and wishing and hoping that you could get that back, but kind of knowing in the back of your head that it can never really come back. That doesn't stop the longing. I think it is a pretty universal emotion that we can all relate to.